So I'm back down Clydeside. I was here on Tuesday and I sat and watched the council buff the full wall, which was, I don't know, it was kind of, I was like indifferent to it. I was just like, aye, fuck, this is just what's happening. They were really sound. They were just like, aye, we know this is pretty pointless, like people are just going to come back and paint it, but people have complained, so we need to come down and do it. And I'm like, I get it, do you know what I mean? Obviously for me, you shouldn't really prioritise the people that complain about things, because people are always going to complain about everything, man, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, if one person complains then it just ruins it for everybody. But I'm back and it's Saturday, so like 5 days later, and most of this stuff was here like within fucking 12 hours or something, 24 hours, so I just wanted to show you, man. I think it's just, I just really want to get this because I just think it's class that it's just happened like so fast. And so aye, that's, everybody's really enjoying that. And I think if we were keeping scores, I'd say this is a win, man. Like the fact, so these two get put up like rapid and I can just set the standard. It's just like, aye, like you could sit and paint in here and it's class. There's a wee space there. I've suggested who takes that, I'd like to see it. Hopefully it happens. And then this, man. Like for this spot, man, this is pretty next level, man. Like I'm really into it. Just really, really fresh, man. Pops really well. This is the big one. Need to stand back a wee bit. And it's nice, man, to see kind of all the details and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm going to try and make these videos for writers, but I'm going to try and make them for like people that are maybe just getting into, like interested in grafting, maybe don't even do it. But you can kind of see there's like, there is a lot of depth to this, man. And you can tell it's like been painted. Big fat caps, man, just going for it, it's nice. And it pops. And I like this is a good touch. So we've got that, obviously, because it's about to be lockdown part 2. And then you've got the wet paint sign. If you ever see that wet paint sign, it means the council have came and buffed it. It's 100% council approved buffage. And we've got this as well, which again, just pure pops, man. I really, really like the bubbles. That's kind of one of my favourite things to do. It's a classic. It's, I guess this is it, like, if you're not a graffiti writer then you maybe don't know, but there's like certain motifs and just things that people repeat, and it kind of, it's like a visual language for graffiti, and the bubbles is one of my favourite, and these are actually really nicely done, man. So it just pops, man. It's just nice. I'm gonna try and get the full hang. So aye, man, that's class, John. And to be honest, this is within like 5 days or something, so you could have another 3 guys up above, you could have a background, you could have everything, man, like. And it's just like, check that, man, like trains going by, stuff getting built, man, like blue sky in September, more stuff getting built, some big huge thing getting built. Like, I think the argument, I just want to say this, I think the argument was that somebody made was, aye, but people stay over there. And I'm like, right, see if people stay over there, do you think they're pure chuffed that they've got that big huge crane in front of them? When you're standing over there, you can't even really see this graffiti. Like, it's not that bad. Like, it's just like a mad weird spludge. A colour. I've tried to take photos and stuff like that. You can't really see it. And I think if you count this right, so I've already looked at, that's five artists that have came and shown what they can do. Do you know what I mean? So that's like 5 artists that have had a space. Do you know what I mean? And we're only just getting started, man. So a big heat. Oh yes, the nappy has been moved. That's pretty good. Oh, what's that? Chronic kids. The big heeds. Support all medical cannabis endeavours. But it's just, I think it's important, man, for this space to be, for people to realise that it's such a perfect spot for it, man. Just keep going, man. It's going to be a long video. This will be like a mini episode of a walking tour. This is heavy. I love this, man. It's just mental. These two are just, they're like the new wave, and they just don't give a fuck, man. Again, if you're into textures, right, and I really am, it's just class. The fuzzy outline, man, and just the colour scheme's banging, man. Like, rocking a white outline is just a shout. And then I was really into this as well, man. The colour scheme's heavy sick, man. And so again, this one was done within like 12 hours. Just no messing and about it. It's probably funny because like there's always like a worst spot, and I would probably say this is the worst spot because of that pole. But fucking fair play to you for taking it, man. It's looking class. What's next? Some nice light coming in there. And so I'm heavy into this, man. Just the way this is filled, classic kind of flowy steez. And then kind of as the 5 days have passed, man, things have been gone over, new things have popped up. Like, it's already changing all the time, which is pretty mad, but it's looking good, man. A few wee bits and bobs on the stairs. Another sort of big dub effort. And I'm pretty sure Memo was one of the first people to come down, but the fill was a wee bit kind of, it was like a mulch fill and it didn't really take that well, so I think sort of bigger pieces get done over it, which is fair play. This wee spot was actually a spot that had a big heat on it. Nobody's took it yet. Could be good for a character. In fact, it's prime for a character. I'd love to see, like, I don't know, like Mogo, Negative Destination, created by Imri. I'll just call him out, or shout him out, get him in about it. Or even, I don't know, man, like there's hundreds of people that do characters in this city, and there it's there, man, it's waiting for you. I have to say, I'm actually kind of happy that the Dead Vandals thing that was here is gone. It's maybe a bit controversial, but I just think because there's so many big blank walls here, like, to bomb this mad thing, I don't know, because I'm like determined to get this spot legal, I just felt as though that was going to fuck up the, like, kind of, like, the public are going to be like, fuck's sake, why did they do it in that nice stone? And so I was just a wee bit like, fuck, but the council have blasted it off, so it's kind of good for me, I guess, just because I think this would be classed to be legal, but I know that's maybe controversial. The bays. So it's just filling up. Like really quickly. I am a big fan of the white and red as well, man, it's sick. And this is pretty sick, man. It's like a heavy duty old school fill. The man like monk. The big fat cat vibes. Get a few of these wee stickers in. Wee guzzler on these transparent stickers. They actually look quite good. And so oft. This is a belter. So I don't know, man, just for me, like being able to come down and see stuff like this is just amazing, man. Super fresh, super clean, man. Like it's just sick, man. And I'm gonna go and check this wee last wall, but I don't actually know if anything's on it. But I guess while I walk there, I'll just say I'm fucking buzzing, man. Like it's sick. The amount of messages that I've got from people just saying how cool it is, man. I woke up to a video this morning of a guy, you know, just like cycling down here, basically just being like, mate, this is mental, like it's so good. So there's just a big chrome tag. Fair enough. These two spots are actually like my kind of favourite spots, I would say. I think this one with the big tag is like a pure perfect spot as well. It's like a nice height. And this one as well, do you know what I mean? Like if you and your mate down here, piece there, it's kind of like the way the traffic goes as well. So, well, coming for the East End. And then this wall as well, man. There's still loads of space, man. So basically, there's still loads of space if you want to come down and do a big piece. And about it. So this was the Colourways mini walking tour of the Clydeside, just getting it documented. You never know when the council are going to come back and paint over it. Fucking touch wood and all that shit, but I really don't think they're going to I don't think they're going to do it, man. Like, or they might, but obviously, you know, people are just going to come back and paint it. So I'm really trying to get the word out there, get this supported. It's just a nice spot, man. Like, imagine a day, it's Saturday, the sun is out, a team of like 15 writers, artists, whatever you want to call them, come down and start painting this. And the amount of people that are going to go by and be like, yes, this is so sick. I just think that's really important, man. Like, for a city that's like buzzing about art all the time, this is art, man. This is like grassroots movement shit. You need to support it. People are actually pure pushing themselves so much. And there's a wee 5-star up there. It's a shame, I was expecting something down here from him. So just a last wee swoop. And I just say big ups to everybody that's come down and painted already. And if you've not been down yet, getting about it. And the sun is coming out.